Just released Andre Wade once again, talking about some things that taking place late this evening. Uh, I told you, I hope y'all appreciate the prayers that I sent out to you all, and it's just, it's just wonderful and nice to be able to be appreciated, to be able to be thankful for all that goes on within our life. I talked to some guys earlier tonight, and 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 they're young. They're younger than me, but they grew up in this neighborhood. And we talked about how their uncles and they mothers and fathers grew up in this neighborhood, Alameda Plaza. APT is what they call it. See, I was Dre Dog, but the only Dre Dog that was within the system. You got all types of individuals that go by nicknames, and I never did go by Harm Clark or nothing like that. I went by just Dre Dog. They called me Dre Dog, Dre for Andre, and we was talking, and a couple of guys that was around us, we come up from different generations. So when you come up from different generations, you come up from different teachings, and the teachers of the people that I came up under, they was hardcore, because you had some people that was over here since 1965. We came in 1972. You had some people that was over here in the 60s. And when we used to ride our bikes, because I told you I grew up in Sunnyside in Blue Ridge, they call it the oil field. And we used to ride our bikes over here, some of my friends, because they had the race hole where they raced the horses. They raced the cars, and they had the rodeo pen, because Alameda didn't come all the way, Reed Road didn't come all the way through to Alameda. And I was telling them that. So they said, well, Dre, what you trying to say? What you trying to say? Because they're younger than me. And I was showing them the difference of how time brings on a change. Time brings on a change. And the men and the women that's incarcerated today, time is going to bring on a change for them. Time is going to bring on freedom. Because I told you I had a homeboy, his name was Gilmore. And his mother used to come every weekend to see him. Every weekend for over 20 years. Come to see him. And he had gotten out, but I don't know the situation that took place with his life when he got out. You had people like Lincoln Man, who did 42 years and gotten out. I don't know the situation that took in place with him. But Andre Wade, with just release, I want you to know the situation that taking place with me, because I go through some things. I'm going through some things, with my family, with my sister and my nephew and my mother and her husband. And but it's for the betterment of the strength of us, because we have to come together. We can't let nothing breaking the bond that we have for one another. We can't let nothing break that. And just release. I told you, that's what this is about. The strength that that well that whatever hindered us for so many years, it has to be broken. It has to be broken and taken away, and allow the strength to come. Allow something to grow from whatever has been hindering us. Because, my sister, she had children, and she going through it with her children. And my mother already had children who was already grown. And she's still going through it with her son, with her daughters, her grandchildren. But the strength of just release. The strength of just release is keeping us together. Because my mother and I, we talk about everything that goes on within my life, everything that goes on with her life, because she's not young and she's not getting any younger, she's getting older. But I appreciate her. I appreciate my mama. And when I'm speaking to the viewers of this show, I'm speaking to your mothers who have endured the hardship of their children, of going through this this ordeal, this institutional ordeal with their children, with their daughters, and with their sons, and they still holding on. And you just wonder, how mama still holding on? How mama still holding on? Mama holding on to what she been holding on all her life. And that's her God who she been praying to all her life. And we just have to keep that strength upon her. Keep that strength upon her, because I told you it's the mothers and not the fathers. Because all the fathers been in prison. And the mothers been out here dealing with these tax collectors, the home thievers. They want to steal their homes. And they don't know. They old. They don't know. They got their grandchildren to fall upon. Because their sons and daughters is in prison. Their sons and daughters is in prison. So, help me, help you. And once again, I got this information. This number to contact me is 713-360-7423. We have to keep that bond, because just as well as I'm going through some things right now, you are going through some things also. You're going through some institutional things that's done hindered your families because of your uncles. And your grandmother is still trying to hold on for the freedom of her child. And you as a grandchild is trying to hold on to your grandmother to keep her strong. Help me, help you. Reach out to me. Call me and talk to me, and we can come together like birds on a feather. I told y'all heard that before. But this is real. Just Release is for real. And I'm going to continue to go on, because so much continues to comes up on and falls upon my heart. And I have to share with you all, because I told you, God didn't give it to me to admire and be happy of and be glad of. He gave it to me to share with you through Just Release. Just Release is powerful. And it's going to be powerful from years from now. Just as well as these big TV stations, these big cable stations. We start small, but we become large through the strength of people. Through the strength of people. We have to keep it together. And we have to allow it to grow. Because like I say, it's going to come a time where I pass. But it has to continue to grow on. It has to continue to grow. You look at Muhammad Ali and his family, how they keeping it together. You look at Martin Luther King, how they keeping it together, and they're allowing it to grow throughout the states of the United States because of their dream they had. And because of my dream of Just Release, I had a dream. And this dream I had of Just Release was on a ministry tip. Not so much on a release from prison. But all this coincide together. It comes together like birds on a feather. Help me. Help me. Help you. Because as I walk and I talk on these daily things, on these daily YouTube stations, I'm speaking out. I'm speaking out to you that's listening. Don't just listen. You speak out too. Because you can sit outside of my mother's home. You can sit inside of my mother's home, and we can have interviews, and we can talk about this. We can talk about what's taking place in your life, what's taking place towards your husband, what's taking place towards your brother, what's taking place towards your uncle. Help me. Help you. Because I'm here. I'm here every day, all day. All you have to do is call. And when you tell somebody, remember to tell them to push the like button. Tell them to push the like button and subscribe to Just Release. Because we are on to something, people. We are on to something. Because you are trying to reach out to me. It's people that's trying to reach out to me. And I'm here. I'm here. I'm here for you. Just Release with Andre Wade. And I don't mind talking. I don't mind speaking out. Some people can't talk. Moses couldn't talk. So God told him, don't worry about talking. I got somebody that's going to talk for you. Farrakhan is talking for the people. He's a great speaker, and we should listen to him. And he's speaking out for the people, not just so much for the black, not just so much for the white or the Hispanic. He's speaking out for the people, because this is what it's about. Jesus walked this earth, and he spoke out, and he spoke out to the people, teaching them about love, because that's what this is about. Love strengthens all. This is Andre Wade with Just Release, and I'm going to be waiting on y'all calls. I ain't gave y'all the right number, so call me, because I'll be waiting.